Every heart sings a song, incomplete, until another heart whispers back. Those who wish to sing always find a song. At the touch of a lover, everyone becomes a poet. Wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. Do not train a child to learn by force or harshness, but direct them to it by what amuses their minds, so that you may be better able to discover with accuracy the peculiar bent of the genius of each. Never discourage anyone who continually makes progress, no matter how slow. One of the penalties of refusing to participate in politics is that you end up being governed by your inferiors. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. If women are expected to do the same work as men, we must teach them the same things. Human behavior flows from three main sources: desire, motion, and knowledge. There are three classes of men: lovers of wisdom, lovers of honor, and lovers of gain. In politics we presume that everyone who knows how to get votes knows how to administer a city or a state. When we are ill, we do not ask for the handsomest physician, or the most eloquent one. How can you prove whether at this moment we are sleeping, and all our thoughts are a dream, or whether we are awake, and talking to one another in the waking state? Musical innovation is full of danger to the state, for when modes of music change, the fundamental laws of the state always change with them. People are like dirt. They can either nourish you and help you grow as a person, or they can stunt your growth and make you wilt and die. No man should bring children into the world who is unwilling to persevere to the end in their nature and education. Those who are able to see beyond the shadows and lies of their culture will never be understood, let alone believed, by the masses. Bodily exercise, when compulsory, does no harm to the body, but knowledge which is acquired under compulsion obtains no hold on the mind. An empty vessel makes the loudest sound, so they that have the least wit are the greatest babblers. A hero is born among 100, a wise man is found among 1,000, but an accomplished one might not be found even among 100,000 men. There is in every one of us, even those who seem to be most moderate, a type of desire that is terrible, wild, and lawless. I would teach children music, physics, and philosophy, but most importantly music, for the patterns in music and all the arts are the keys to learning. If a man can be properly said to love something, it must be clear that he feels affection for it as a whole, and does not love part of it to the exclusion of the rest. I thought to myself, I am wiser than this man. Neither of us probably knows anything that is really good, but he thinks he has knowledge, when he has not, while I, having no knowledge, do not think I have. Love is born into every human being, it calls back the halves of our original nature together, it tries to make one out of two and heal the wound of human nature. The soul takes flight to the world that is invisible, but there arriving she is sure of bliss and forever dwells in paradise. Either we shall find what it is we are seeking, or at least we shall free ourselves from the persuasion that we know what we do not know. How could they see anything but the shadows if they were never allowed to move their heads? Wise men talk because they have something to say, fools, because they have to say something. When there is an income tax, the just man will pay more and the unjust less on the same amount of income. When the tyrant has disposed of foreign enemies by conquest or treaty and there is nothing to fear from them, then he is always stirring up some worry or other in order that the people may require a leader. Only a philosopher's mind grows wings, since its memory always keeps it as close as possible to those realities by being close to which the gods are divine. Man is a prisoner who has no right to open the door of his prison and run away. A man should wait, and not take his own life until God summons him. This and no other is the root from which a tyrant springs. When he first appears he is a protector. Let parents then bequeath to their children not riches but the spirit of reverence. But above all things truth beareth away the victory. The difficulty, my friends, is not in avoiding death, but in avoiding unrighteousness, for that runs faster than death. A life without investigation is not worth living. Knowledge is the food of the soul. He whom love touches not walks in darkness. Time is the moving image of reality. Ideas are the source of all things. Lack of activity destroys the good condition of every human being. The direction in which education starts a man will determine his future life. The price of apathy towards public affairs is to be ruled by evil men. Is there a perfect world? A dog has the soul of a philosopher. All is flux, nothing stays still. Poetry is nearer to vital truth than history. He was a wise man who invented God. All I really know is the extent of my own ignorance.